Alright, good morning everybody. I believe we are officially live. Let's look at what we got here. Anyways, last couple of days have been very bullish. Market's just been going up. We are selling pretty hard today at the start of the Wednesday open. And then we do have a gap from Sunday open that has not been filled. So there we go. And then pivot points. With this one, it's really the line that we gotta get filled. I can forward that. But overall, I don't know if I'm gonna be taking a trade here just because I have this account that I'm just waiting for the money to be withdrawn first before I take a trade on the account. So kind of just hanging out for this morning. And yeah, unfortunately there will not be any trades until I get the money taken out of this account, which is very unfortunate. I have a couple that I could probably reset, but just hanging out. Kind of just want to see what the market's doing. But yeah, no camera. Webcam is out of commission for now. It's not that it's broken, it's just that my connection is super wonky and it'll just freeze me and I will look like a moron with my face just frozen. So yeah. I mean, since the market is going down, looks like it's bouncing off this pivot point, which is where the market also bounced off yesterday, 9 o'clock. So do we come up, form a bear flag, maybe around 400 to 420 level, and then it tanks back down? So I can't really draw, which is very unfortunate. I wish TradeAway would update that, but they don't. So yeah, I don't get to see my beautiful drawing. Just to take note, let's go look at the daily chart. So this is what I was referring to. There's this big gap from Sunday open. So if this doesn't get filled, I mean, at some point, I would say this week, it doesn't have to get filled, but at some point, it's going to get filled. That's a huge gap not to be filled. Kind of like last week, the 24th, I guess last month, a couple months ago. Big gap, didn't fill it, and then a few days later, it went and filled it. So we are coming to, on the daily, starting to form a bear flag on the daily chart. So does that mean that we're going to chop here for maybe today, tomorrow, and the market tanks to fill 20,000? Basically 19,950 to fill that level. That's the daily chart. I'm going to put this back down to the 3-minute chart. That's what I trade off of. Market is still continuing to sell. The bears are back in control today, that's for sure. They gave the bulls their 2 days and now they're getting smacked. So here are the pivots. It broke through the first pivot. Is it going to come down to 20,200? Is it really going to drop the whole 1,000 points, basically almost 1,000 points to go fill it? Looks like it's happening. Bears are definitely in control, so This is not financial advice. Just want to make the quick disclaimer that this stream is not financial advice, just for entertainment only. 90% of day traders do lose money trading, so trade at your own risk. So going back to this, just sharing some of my thoughts out loud. Don't catch that knife. This is a waterfall. It's bleeding red, so you catch this knife, you might cut yourself. Wait for this bear flag to form. I mean, I'd be surprised if the market just, I mean, it has been happening, I guess. That 9 o'clock reversal. Let's see here, yesterday around 9. Yeah. So 9 o'clock reversal, is that the market trend we're in now? Are we going to reverse here now? That we're at the, coming up on top of the hour? There you go, again, some sort of relief here. I don't know if a V-up is just straight possible. I mean, there's always a chance for anything to happen, right? But just the way we're moving now, I think the market might want to come back up and touch the pivot, at least test that 360 level, form another bear flag, and then it tanks down. And if it's going to reverse, it might maybe form a double bottom with a trap, leave a wick, and then it reverses up. But right now, it is Wednesday. And Wednesdays usually just chop where it's like very one directional. So just gonna have to wait, see what's going on. Would love to take a trade. Let's see my setup form in the bear flags, and I would love to get in, but I can't. Not until the money's taken out of the account to the point where I could withdraw it from the wallet. So now we wait. Bear flag is forming. Also, like I said, do not follow any of my trades. This stream is just for entertainment. And my stream does have a delay on it as well. So I think it's by like a couple seconds. So potentially maybe it breaks out to 65, fake out there and then come back down would be great. So something like breaking down structure, which I don't trade the breakouts just because if I take a trade down here, my stop loss is going to be up here. That's too much. I'd rather try to get in as close as I get the most premium entry position to where my stop loss is already set to where potentially if any fakes happen, it doesn't take me out. Any traps, which sometimes can backfire. Most of the time it does. But we trade the way we want to see. On the minute chart over here, looking great. It's starting to form that bear flag in the 1 minute chart. This 3 minute chart, looking around here, I got the big 21 EMA up here. It doesn't really matter. I just trade based on really price action, and pivot points give me a general direction of where my take profit could be at. The question is, if the bears are coming in today, does that mean that the bears are going to take control again? Past 2 days, bulls have been ripping faces off. No surprise, bulls are not letting it up, but just give it some time here. Maybe the bulls want to come back and try to bears let the bulls fake it above 65, go to 65 to this pivot point. So potential fake breakout right above 60. So if it wants to break above 56, maybe 65, 66, leave a wick and then it goes down would be a good set. 'Volatility is kind of died. We're not really getting much movement. Yesterday was pretty painful during the afternoon session after like the first 30 minutes of the New York Open. Oh man. One minute, it's gonna pump back up. It's go take a look at ES. So ES is forming the bear flag as well. Both are moving in good congruency as well. They're still at the pivot, the bottom of basically 300 is where we bounced off back on the, oh, it was yesterday. Around, it was basically the lows. Oh, well, not lows, I guess. The night before last night's overnight session, bounced off around the 300 level. But I think we do go take that again. ES is starting to move down, so looking like this may be the breakout. But normally I do want to see the trap. Bulls are trying very hard to keep it up. I think we do have a fake breakout above 360 first before we tank back down. Would be the ideal setup for a short. Doesn't mean that has to happen. The minute chart, they're hugging this EMA pretty tight. Look at that, it's just freaking... Literally it's turned into resistance, just about as perfect as you can get. So 300, they just broke it. A fake breakdown to the downside. Well, Wolves do not want to give it up. Balls to Bears. Talk about a fight. But I think Trump is speaking as well. Oh, that's probably affecting the market. Market makers. I guess the big institutions are a little bit... They're nowhere to be found. There we go. Bears are now stepping in. Really a series of unfortunate events. Are the bears gonna be able to break it? Looks like they're coming back in. Could be a possible 100-point flush. But that 300 level is just holding up tight. Bulls are not giving it up that easily. They're coming back in. The bears are back in. Oh boy. Glorious. Market is not making any sort of movement at all. Ugh, sorry guys. I did not sleep well. You know when you wake up in the middle of the night, ruins your sleep. I also hit the gym this morning pretty early too. So I am extra tired. I'll be back. Anyways, if they didn't break down now, I don't think this is where we reverse just yet. Again, nothing I say on this channel or on this stream is financial. It is not financial advice. So, you just need to keep that in mind. Right now, I think the idea of it breaking above 60, retesting this pivot point, and then dropping down could be good for another setup short. Didn't break down here, so I think they might need to collect a little bit more liquidity, as the retail traders like to say. Then again, on the 1 minute chart, we're hugging this EMA just so perfectly. If I were a hyper scalping man, dude, take every pop, every short here. That's like 9 points, 5 points. Not really worth it unless you have big size. Bears are not giving up. If they want to try to take it back. Now we just gotta be patient, which if you're looking for me to take a trade, I'm not taking one yet. I don't have the funds that, well, I have funds in my funded account that have not been taken out yet, so until it gets taken out, I'm not touching it. And I've been pretty belligerent with my other trading as well for the past couple of days, so I don't really want to spend some more money. Not yet. If you're wondering, this is what I'm talking about. So I have basically, I'm above the buffer of $2,000, so I can take out 1635 So I'm just waiting for that to be deducted from my account, which I'm taking a little bit of time doing that. The prop firm that I'm with, won't say their name. Not until I become an official affiliate. We don't give out that free juice. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to get paid, not make friends. We'll make friends along the way. But you get what I'm saying. But what a move. This is what I like to call the stair stepper of death. Because what do? You get short, and then you get stopped out at break even, or you're holding it, but you go long here. It looks like it's long. You know, you can probably take a pullback up for maybe a couple points, 10, 20 points, but the market said nah. Just gonna slowly teeter down. Oh man, there we go. It's breaking. This is some ugly price action. If you're a trend line kind of guy, what, probably could have taken that break realistically, right? So this would probably have been the candle short, but then what? You put it breaks down, looks like it's going down, you put it to break even, stops you out. Looks like it's going up, and then it just comes back down. It's one of the things about one of those things about trading is that my video that I released talked about there not being a perfect trade. Sometimes the setup doesn't look like what you want. I don't think I probably wouldn't have taken it short. If I did, I probably would have. I don't think I would have gone long. I mean, I wouldn't have gone short to be frank, because I was talking about this breaking above 60. So I would have wanted it to break above 60 first before it came back down to break down here. Gosh, there's 100 points. But anyways, it's one of those things that it's just hard to sometimes enter into a trade, because you want, like, I wanted it break above 60, and if I'm being like really honest, I definitely would have missed that, and then probably would have tried to get long here and would have gotten stopped out, and probably try again here, probably definitely would have gotten stopped out, because what I would have wanted was probably to see it pull back up to 60s and then take a short up here, so long to up here, take profit, take a short, but the market just broke down. It goes back to one of those things of, if you see like your setup, just take it and try to and believe in it, which is the psychology aspect of it. But I mean, the market's just going down. We only go down. I haven't looked at ES. ES has also broke down, looking much better than Nasdaq. Like, what the heck was this? Red, doji, or no green candles at all, and then it just dumps it. Keep in mind, we still have a gap that has not been filled from the Sunday open, and to fill that gap, it would have to be basically hit 19,960. So we're about 200 points. But seeing as we just moved sorry about that, guys. Seeing as we just moved down 100 points within a matter of, it's like a slow grind, but yeah. What a move. This market is not forgiving right now. Don't go against the trend. We've blown through every sort. We bounced off here, so they're coming down. I would say maybe the next pullback level is 228. And then you have 182. It's some terrible price action though. I'll tell you what. If you got short and you held it up here at the open, props to you. This was the whole move. So from 475, about 200 points, 230 or so points. That would have been sick short had you held it that long. Somebody out there did. That has the mental capacity to hold for that. I don't. Not yet. So if you held on 2 contracts, I normally trade 2 contracts. Would have been $9,600. Not bad. Ten contracts would have gotten you 48,000. Kind of wild to think of. So here again, pulling back up, potentially set up for another short opportunity. The reason why I'm saying short is just because we're in a downtrend. Look, it may, I mean, I'm just thinking to myself here, but it definitely seems overextended, which it should pull back. Now the question becomes, obviously, don't fight the trend, not the question, but the question is how far back do we pull? Or is this a reversal? I don't think that we have reversal. It may pull back further than what I would want it to, but then again, still have the short opportunity. Points there if you were to capture that. I mean, if you're trading with one mini, even at 10 points, you're making $200 with one trade. You take 2 trades a day, you make $400 a day. Not bad. But then again, it's really hard to be consistent to actually make money daily, right? It's not, you're not guaranteed every day to make money. Unless you have a system that you've set up. It's kind of like AI bot that trades for you. That it's not perfect, but it trades exactly how you would trade. Then you just walk away. Makes you money. So 300 is a pretty big key level. It's just a whole number. So I think that the bears want to keep it below 300 and then flush it down to 200. I would be surprised if we actually could just full on fill the gap today at 1960, which is down here. So the gap fill was down here from the Sunday open. Possible 200 points. I mean, we've already moved down 200 points within the first hour. Very slow move down, but there's potential. I just wish this my funds could get deducted from my account so that I can actually trade. But it's not happening right now, so pretty unfortunate. Yes, it's pulling back too, so it's mirroring Nasdaq. That's what you want to see. Well, that's what I want to see is congruency between the two. If ES is still breaking lows, but Nasdaq is doing the pullback, then you know I would be a little bit eerie about getting in. So where could this potentially? The question is, how far back is it going to pull? Let's just do this trend line as if we're going to break out. So 280, yeah, I mean that puts you right at 300 basically. Beautiful thing about trading is that You don't really have to capture the whole move. Now, do we get greedy and do we want to capture the full move? Yeah. I mean, who doesn't want to capture the big 100-point plus moves? Because that's the one that will really make you money. But really, realistically, 10-20 points will still make you money. And it's pretty fair. Now, if you have the appetite for it and you can handle, you know, being able to trade bigger size, then those 10-20 points, instead of just one mini at $200, can become 200 plus. 10 points, like can with 200, 2,000 very easily, $1,000 plus. But with more, the bigger the size, the more drawdown you also go through. So keep that in mind. Ew. That foreign profile is nasty. Let's put out the fib. So 61% retracement from there. Put us back at 320. If you're a fib trader, I don't even know how to do the fib, so I don't mess with that. I trade what I see and I trade it how it is. Anyways, coming up an hour. I was hoping that I would get this $1,600 deducted so I can trade, but looks like that won't be happening. So that being said, I'm just gonna go ahead and end the stream here. You tuned in, appreciate you tuning in. Other than that, careful trading.